Robert Morris was the best of the 15s and 16s. They had a great year. But, Jeff, I will ask you, anything to read into Alabama having to really stave off a 15-seed Robert Morris here?
You're not really going to try to avoid talking about the Memphis Tigers losing, are you?
We're working our way down, sir. We're working our way down, sir.
With your pennies on, too.
I mean, right. What's going on here? All right, fine. As long as we're going to get to it.
Can you just – I mean,
I can answer the question. That's fine. I can answer the question.
The constituents are just really –
But I just think you're trying to avoid the –
going with the most relevant teams first.
The most relevant story is hearing you talk about the Memphis Tigers now and this season.
We'll get to it.
And how it
We're doing the afters, man. All right? We're doing
Alabama. This is kind of what I expect from Alabama now. Like, this doesn't surprise me. Nate Oates said it when we talked to him earlier today. They got to rebound. They got to defend. Like, he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy with the SEC tournament performance. They were awful. They got punked last week in Nashville.
They did.
So I just feel like, honestly, this team has never, ever hit their ceiling and been consistent. And I'm not saying I'm totally out on them, because I think Nate Oates is a hell of a coach.
Did they go to the Final Four last year? Or not?
They did. They did.
So that wasn't their ceiling? Were they an 8 seed last year?
I don't feel the same way about them.
Okay,
even though they're more talented.
That sounds like a ceiling to me.
They're more talented. I don't feel the same way about them, because I just felt like Mark Sears was a different player last year. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like maybe he's gotten into hype a little bit.
Expectations.
Hold on.
I think a lot of that was
bullshit. There's a lot of revisionist history going on here. Nobody thought that they were going to be a Final Four team. Nobody. They couldn't guard a soul. They couldn't guard anybody, and then they figured it out when they got to the NCAA tournament.
They were down like what, 20 to Clemson in the first half?
And because we knew what they were offensively last year, and they could put up 100. Remember, they lost to Kentucky, 117 to 105. They didn't guard anyone last year.
They maximized
because they went to the Final Four. Yes. All these expectations are placed on them.
And he brought back everybody. I mean, that's
he brought back a lot of guys.
He brought back Sears and Nelson and Ads.
Fallon was really good early.
Yeah, I mean,
but like, as much as
you can't run from expectations.
And they did not play well today. Right, no one is trying to pretend like they played well today, and sometimes that'll happen. And
the last two games,
but a lot of what's happening with Alabama is being magnified because Florida is so good, and Auburn's been so good, and Duke is so good, and Houston is so good. Like
Tennessee,
Alabama, more or less, in terms of like just what they are as a basketball team, is about what we all expect.
They're like the 7th best team in America.
Yeah,
like
but
6 or 7.
But it just
number one.
But and
this is what you expected.
The team that they are, yes. It just so happens that everybody else is better than them. Everybody else caught up. I don't think this is a matter of Alabama is worse than we thought. They are just worse compared to the field because the rest of the guys everyone else got better. No one thought Florida was going to be this good. Nobody thought Duke was going to be the best.
You're shaking your head. You're shaking your head.
I expected more from
this good. You thought Duke.
Did you expect more from Kansas?
I had Duke in my preseason.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's my point. Like, you're shaking your head, and now Alabama's in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Like, they're in the second round. Like, what? Like, why are we shaking our head saying like?
Because they barely beat Bobby Moe.
You need to give Matt your
they weren't good
face.
in the SEC tournament last week. I expected them to be playing better basketball this time of year. And I don't feel like they've honestly progressed as much as I thought they would. I don't have trust in Alabama right now. I don't know which team is – again, defensively, I don't trust them.
What about this team has changed, though? In my opinion, they're the same. Like, I didn't love them last year before they went on that run because they don't guard anybody. And
they're better offensively, I think.
They brought all of those same guys who can't guard anybody.
And then they added Clifford.
They add going to fix our defense.
But they're going to hang 90 on you. They got guys that can fill it up. They're going to get up and down. But if they run into a team that's going to stifle them a little bit defensively, they run into somebody that's going to slow Sears down. They're gonna struggle.
Unless Fallon goes off.
Exactly.
We're not on different pages. The only person that is being an idiot right now is you. Yes, you are.
I'm just saying.
You said they don't reach their ceiling. They were our Final Four.
I'm disappointed. I thought I would have this Alabama team right now and thinking, you know what? I think they can win the whole thing. And right now, I don't feel that way.
But the only reason you think that is because they went to the Final Four last year.
Yes.
Because they got hot.
But that matters.
They ran on a run.
That does matter.
It does
man.
matter. I get it.
For
But
sure.
that's what this tournament is.
Because that's why you got on me about FAU. I shouldn't superimpose what they did a year ago onto their current team. But if it's the same, I'm going to do that.
All right, we got 8 minutes.